Just wanted to run through this house, 764 West, 1200 North. A couple of things I just want to point out that we want to get working on. Landscaping would be number one thing. Um, this has a lot of really full landscaping. You've got one of these big, huge trees. It drops a whole lot of stuff. I'm not, terribly concerned about it right now. Provo City ought to be a little concerned about how it's encroaching on that power line there, though. Um, no sprinkler system that I could tell, and that's okay. We just gotta be able to find somebody who's willing to water it. Consequently, with this tree here, you've got a lot of starts all the time, but all that stuff just needs to be taken back. They've got a little wood fort there. Um, all of that up against the garage needs to be taken care of. You've got a lot of stuff back here, just trash items. I just need to get somebody over here to just trash all of this stuff out. And you've actually got a garden started here. One other project here that I really recommend too would be just putting a new door on there for security. I mean, this thing is pretty, it's really not an exterior rated door. And I think, if somebody's going to put something valuable in there, they're going to want to have that secured. More stuff. I mean, you've probably got 3 or 4 pickup loads of just stuff that was left here. I'm going to check with them, make sure they're not going to come back and get anything, but we just don't want all this stuff. You got some really nice firewood here. I hate to remove it, but it just looks kind of junky. So I don't know if you're okay with that. I might just have somebody come get that. There's a lot of people would want firewood. I'd like to get those old planter boxes removed. All this stuff needs to be cleaned up. I think we cut it all down and spray it with some Roundup. It just attracts snakes and rodents, and I think it just looks bad, and I think it'll attract the wrong type of tenant if we don't get all this stuff cut back. You got carpet or rugs for whatever reason sitting there. I don't even know why that old carpet's sitting there. All of this grass stuff. And then this is so full back here, it really is hard to get a car back in here. I'd like to cut all of this stuff down, or cut it back anyways. I know we just got done doing all that tree trimming, and it was very expensive, but it sure has made a difference down here, I think. But you wouldn't be able to really pass a car through here without really running the risk of scratching stuff up. So I think this whole side needs to be cut back. Got some rose bushes that are growing out of control. I'd like to get those pruned back, get all this grass taken care of. Again, I think it's just not good for pests and rodents and that kind of thing. And I think it just attracts the wrong type of person too. They were so kind and generous as to leave that. There was some stuff in the garage too that needs to be hauled off. I didn't take a picture of there. The utilities are off right now on the property. But cute little house. It's got some nice charm to it. It could really use a whole new paint job, both in terms of the condition of the paint and some holes and things like that. But great wood floors, nice little tile area there. I don't know if that fireplace is really working or not. I don't particularly like to have fireplaces, the renters using fireplaces, but kind of dark paint there. They've left some window coverings. It's okay. And then here's a bedroom. I think you guys are well aware of the floor plan, but Nice little floor plan. You get a bedroom there. That bedroom has a door that actually goes into the hall bathroom here. Utilities actually are off. That's the one thing that needs to be taken care of rather quickly. This is green and brown. It doesn't look bad. You know, this thing, I just need to take this and haul this off. It's kind of dirty. They try to do some cleaning, but as you can see, this definitely needs to be cleaned. Green carpet in here. This is actually carpet that they chose, and it's only a couple of years old. It is kind of dirty, but it's in good shape. This blue room, I would probably suggest just coming in here and repainting that. That would not be that expensive. Got this lovely door jamb here. Doesn't have any trim on it. Nice wood door. And then this is kind of the larger room, master bedroom. It's painted nicely. I mean, it's not the colors we generally would like to see on a rental home, but I'm not too bent out of shape about it. This is a fan, really. It's really not even, it's not an AC or anything. That's one thing that the home could use is some nice cooling. There is a swamp cooler there. Cute kitchen, been updated obviously. That's kind of their dining. They left those stools there. A couple of them are kind of broken, and I might just have those hauled off because I don't want somebody sitting on those and hurting themselves. There is not a refrigerator. 90% of the tenants do not have their own refrigerator, and so that's something we'll probably just need to put a nice little unit in there. But it does have the dishwasher, lots of countertop space, gas stove, cute little kitchen. She tried to do some cleaning. She assured me that the place would be really clean, but it's not. I mean, when you're moving, they have so many other things to worry about. It's pretty dirty there. You got a back porch area. This is actually a swamp cooler here. It's just kind of an odd location to have that because you have to keep this door open in order for it to draw air into the house. So I don't know how effectively that's going to cool. According to them, so you've seen this too, outside the back porch, you come around here and you go underneath the house. It's a little freaky down here, especially today where there's not any electricity on. But underneath the house here is where you've got your mechanicals, a little bit of a low ceiling here. And this kind of goes back there. You get some old roof tiles and some other debris. I mean, I just hate to have too much stuff laying around, just getting into tenants' way. So we might haul some stuff off, like a pickle jar. But yeah, ceilings are a little low. It's a little, the insulation hanging down on that like that. It's not the most pleasant thing to be down in here. But the water heater, they said, is fairly new. The furnace, they said, is newer. And if you wanted to do central air, that's probably, there's cobwebs and all kinds of crap down here. I got it all over my hair and arm. Anyways, you could probably do that, they said. And you should be able to. You'd put a coil right on top of here and be able to run your line set just right over the top here. And I bet you could probably put central air in this place for $2,500. I just don't know how much you want to spend on it. There's a step there, so I gotta be careful. This is the laundry room. Laundry hookups anyways. And again, more crap that needs to be hauled off. It's kind of disappointing because you guys probably treated them very well during this transaction, as you always do, and then they kind of leave all this kind of stuff for us to mess with. You got some some water right there, and there's dryer sheets going into that drain. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. I don't mean to point out all the problems on this house because I think it's a nice little house, has some charm to it, but I just trying to point out some things that we may want to, that we want to have some concerns about and maybe do some stuff about. Just all kinds of plumbing and pipes. I mean, I don't even know where some of this stuff goes. This one is kind of odd because it goes right down here and then it crosses over and comes into this stack right here. So, things have been jimmy rigged, so to speak, over the years on these old houses like this. Well, that was unpleasant with some cobwebs down there. Let's see. This shed, I'll call it a shed because I know it's an older garage, but I don't know that anybody would park in here. More stuff to haul off. But great, great area. People could really appreciate the storage and having bikes in here or having a little workbench. This stuff is pretty heavy and my preference would be to get rid of it, but I don't think we're going to do that unless you tell me to. It's pretty heavy stuff. It's not something DI would take. We'd have to haul that to the dump. There is a swamp cooler up on the roof of the garage. I don't know if it's been turned on recently or if it's working. I probably am not going to make any efforts there to get it working. I suppose if the tenant wants to set up wants to have a workshop in here, why they could kind of mess with that. Same with that gas unit there. That's a nice, and I could have a guy come out here and make sure it's working, or just let it be for the tenant to kind of figure out. I just don't want anybody to get use it improperly or burn the place down somehow because it's not functioning correctly. But he did paint all this whole garage. I don't know, kind of a personalized type paint, but it's cool. Nice big fan unit there. This is a nice workbench, actually. There's just some of this miscellaneous stuff that we need to get hauled off. Anyway, great little home. I think it'll rent pretty good. I just want to make sure that we get some good tenants in here. I don't mind somebody using this as a shop or something. But I don't want it to be something where maybe they're running a mechanic shop or something out of it. That might be problematic. Anyway, sorry to be so long-winded on this. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to put this on YouTube for you. Let's see. Yeah, I already showed you all the landscaping, so somebody had fun with the pink paint.